looking back, it was definitely pretty traumatic, just from not getting a whole lot of say in what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, emergency C-sections are emergency, but I was hoping to like hang on to like 38, 39 weeks and have a vaginal birth and like be that way. Cause I mean, healing either way is really hard. And when my mom was actually in town visiting, because we were going to have a baby shower that weekend, and even she couldn't come. So Robert wasn't there. There was nobody, and it's pretty lonely.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to think about birth possibly as a traumatic event. We think about traumas in the context of war and combat and other horrible world events, for example, the pandemic and being affected by the virus. We don't really think about childbirth in the context of trauma. So clearly trauma doesn't happen for everybody in the context of childbirth. It does happen for a significant group of women, but based on our data, we see that for many women, it's a very stressful experience. And how can we make sure that women are receiving not only the support they need postpartum, but also the support they need when they are in labor and delivery by their family members, and of course, by the treating staff.
Yeah, and like the opportunity to support women in processing those things. In my childbirth experiences, like I just remember feeling, and they weren't traumatic, everything went relatively smoothly, but yet so sort of melancholy. Like this was a really hard thing. Like my body just feels like it was at war for X number of hours each time. It was exhausting. My hormones are all over the place. Like this was really hard. And yet sometimes it felt like the expectation from, whomever, society, family, is like, this is so wonderful and joyful. And it was sort of like, I just need a minute. Like I need to understand and sort of reflect what just happened, especially the first time. And so, and again, that's just in a sort of normal, quote unquote, not traumatic experience, right? So imagine for somebody who just has all of these layers that happen and make this even that much more stressful.